Hold on one second. Let me do this really quickly. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. Now, y'all come on in here. I was up. Actually, I was down for a couple of days, and I just got up today. And I was literally in a lot of my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And what I've noticed since I've been diagnosed with bipolar, that sometimes I have my good days and sometimes not so good. So this weekend has been like a not so good thing. I don't know what triggered. I don't know. I was just doing fine, and then poof, I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to get out the bed. I didn't want to eat. I didn't, want to drink nothing, like no water, no nothing. I just stayed in the bed this weekend. And so when I saw, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm depressed. I said, let me get up out this bed. And so I got up and I walked and I felt much, much, much better. And I said, oh my gosh, I got to go live on YouTube. But it was a lot. Like I got up and I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Didn't want to do nothing. And when I've noticed that for like depression, it doesn't give you like, oh my gosh, like tomorrow you're going to be depressed. It don't happen like that. It just happened, if that makes sense. It just creep up on you. For whatever reason, it just creep up on you. And either you dive in it, let it overtake you, or you fight back. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And it's a challenge. So today I got up and I said, oh my gosh, let me get in the shower. Let me get myself up. I was like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be at work today. And I'm just drowning in just sorrow. Just wasn't in the predicament to even drive. I was going through a lot, and sometimes I don't share it because a lot of times companies they don't know about depression and all that. They don't know. They don't know about it. So you got to know how to word your thoughts. So I have to word that right, and so I was like, okay, let me get myself up. So I had got up today, and I said, let me get up and go out for a nice little walk. And so I did that, and I did that. Hold on one second, you guys. And I felt better. So for me, I think Mother Nature and myself need to continue to dive into Mother Nature. Like I am good when I'm outside, when I'm working out. It helps me out a lot. When I stop, it just drown in your sorrows. Like you need stuff to keep busy. So today I got up, and then tomorrow I'm getting up as well. I do want to thank my friend because she have been so gracious and so good, just so good. She'd be like, don't forget at 5:30, we working out, get up. And so now I'm gonna start working out with her, but it's something. Like depression is definitely real. And I still battle with it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that I keep a secret. I don't know why. I don't know. It just happened. Like it be some days where I don't get up, I don't shower, I don't eat, and I love eat. But anytime that I try to eat something and I can't eat, that's when I know that's like a big warning sign. Like my appetite is just gone. Like usually I can just eat and chill, Can't even do that. Usually I can sit and watch a movie. Don't want to do that. And knowing that I love to watch movies, like movies is everything. Like I love to Netflix and chill by myself, but I couldn't even do that. I was like, yeah, it's an issue. So so I got to tell my doctor about that because she want to know about it. And the only thing she's going to do is just give different medications. That's all she's going to do. She's not a therapist. She's a psych doctor. So if you say, hey, I'm depressed, blah, 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 she's going to change up the medicine. So that's pretty much what she's going to do. But when I got up today, I felt so much better today. It just felt so much better. And I went out for a nice little walk and I said, hey, let me go live today. And it was so much topics to get into today. And you know, when you miss like a day or two from YouTube, it's like you're missing a week because how fast the world is moving in topics, you know. Even though we missed yesterday, we did a repeat yesterday because I wasn't feeling my best yesterday. So I just said, let me just do a restream. It was a lot of stuff that went on, but I said I really needed the rest, and I said, oh my gosh, I am depressed, and so I called someone. They said, well, do you need to go to the hospital? I said, I don't think I need to go to the hospital. I don't think I'm there yet. And so I got up and I said, I definitely don't want to go to the hospital because you're going to be in there for a couple of weeks, and that's like 3 weeks worth of content, like money just down the drain. I can't afford to just be away from like my job for 3 weeks. I just can't. I have people to pay. I have to do this and do that. I just can't afford to take 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks, 3-4 weeks away from income. I just can't do it. So I told my friend, I said, I don't think so. I can't afford to do it. I will pretty much lose a lot if I go away for about 4 to maybe 5 weeks. So no. So I got up and I got up today and I said, hey, this is going to be good. I can do a show today. And I said, I can relate this to my audience and let them know, you know, depression is real. And I don't have it all together. You on the meds, even, and this is the sad part to say, even when you're taking your medication, that still does not erase you from depression. Depression can still creep in. Now, it's not as bad as it was. Like depression can last a year, some people a lot, and it just take them out. But, you know, even when you're on your medicine, that does not erase depression. I want to say that again. Even when you're taking your medicine, that does not erase depression. Like depression is going to go away. Like it's just no matter. And if it is, I haven't taken that medication yet. And so if you got to hook up on some medicine that could just take away depression, let me know. And I can get my doctor on it to give it to me. But as of right now, there is no medication that I know that can erase medication. I mean, that can erase depression. Okay, because I'm on it, and poof, that depression just came right there, and so I said, let's get up, and I got myself up out the bed. Excuse me, let me log out of my Twitter because Carlos King, you tweeting too much, honey. Give me a second. Like that's the notification from my Twitter, so I won't forget nothing. I'm gonna have to log out. I know my writers, they don't like when I do this, but I'm gonna have to log out of this Twitter account. Let me log out. Log out. Okay. Because if I don't, I'm gonna keep getting these alerts. So yeah, that's what it was. So depression is definitely real. And so when you have it's just definitely real. And I'm just not in the predicament. And it's hard to keep, you know, for me, it's just hard to just, you know what I'm saying? My doctor even told me to get on disability. I remember the last conversation I had with my doctor. She said, I think you need to get on disability. It's hard for you to keep a job. You're always depressed. I think maybe you need to get on disability. And I said, no, I like to work. And YouTube, the beauty with YouTube is it's like, and like I was explaining to her, the beauty of YouTube is that you can work when you want to work. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. Like it's not constricted with time. Like, oh my gosh, you got to get up at 6 a.m. If you want to get up at 9 or 10 o'clock and do a show, you get up at 9 or 10 o'clock. So that's how I said, that's like my lifeline. And it pretty much saved me. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would be able to do if I had to focus on a full-time regular job and still battle with depression. I don't know how would I be able to do it. So thank God for a lifeline where I can, talk about my thoughts and deliver it to my audience. That's truly a blessing. Like, that is dope. Like, I can't. That's just awesome. Like, whoever created that, it's like an outlet where you can just talk about your day or talk about things that are bothering you, and you explain it to hundreds of people, and then they may be going through something, or you may encourage that person to say, oh my gosh, you're not by yourself. It's a lot of people, you're blessed when you can get up out the bed and do your daily activities. It's a lot of people can't do it. It's a lot of people, the only time they get joy is when they tune into a YouTube person or they watch their favorite television show. That's the only time they get a little joy. But some people are just so bogged down in their thoughts. They just in their bed. They can't even move. They can't even get up. They can't even eat. It's just them and their thoughts. And it's just a blessing when you can just come on camera and just deliver the content. It's just truly a blessing. Hold on one second. Okay. All right. So somebody say you need some not an Hennessy. I do want to thank the sponsor for sponsoring today's episode. Thank you so very much for that. We got a lot of topics to get into. I want y'all to enjoy the show today. We're going to put on a good show because I'm here back with another episode. I do want to say thank y'all so very much. But also I want to say, if you ever going through something, it's best to talk to someone. You know what I'm saying? And it's best to, exercise and get out the house. Like, Mother Nature is so great. I felt like a new person. Like, I took a shower and I just went outside. It was just me and my thoughts. And sometimes I got lost in my thoughts. And in a second, I was like, damn, I've been out here for like 2.5 hours. Like, but I needed that Mother Nature. I needed that sun. I just needed that energy. And it was a great boost. And my friend was like, you see how much better you feel? I think you need to keep that up. And I said, I think you're right. I think I do need to keep that up. Just outside, just walking, just listening to my music. It's just so great. Because when I get in my thoughts and being in this house is not good. All right. So let's get into these topics, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Wiley Show. Also, members only. We're going to do a members only this week, you guys. So be on the lookout for that. I may be in Chicago. I may not. I'm not 100% sold on being just going to Chicago, but my mom really want to see me for Mother's Day. So I may have to push it and go to Mother's Day. But let's dive into these topics really quickly. And I want to get into our first topic. It was the Brat. I didn't get the chance to talk about it with my friend because we got caught up in some other things. But the Brat, a lot of people coming at the Brat and saying she had a white sperm donor, and she did not want the black sperm donor because he looked like Jiminy Cricket. And so I was doing the research, and what she said was not uncommon. Not saying the person looked like Jiminy Cricket, but a lot of lesbians that are black, they want a white sperm donor. And so, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they wanted a white sperm donor. And I don't care how they try to erase, and I know I'm about to be controversial when I say this. I don't care how people try to erase the natural order of God. You never could erase it. Because despite them being in love with each other, women with women, they're in love with each other. They love each other, baby. They boo up. Baby, they in that. You still need a man to produce life. No matter how you love her, how you talk to it, how you lick it, how you lap it, if you want life, a man got to be introduced into the equation. I don't care how society try to erase man, you can't. I don't care how you try to erase it. They try, but at the end of the day, we gonna need some sperm. You gotta go in that egg. So the natural order still gonna work, regardless. So regardless of you trying to hide it and say, this is my woman I love, but if you want life, you gotta still bring in that man. All right. Now, I don't care how you try to cover it up and be like, oh, this is the new way. Yeah. But if you want a baby, you got to go to that old-fashioned way and pick up that man. Whether you ride it or whether the technology can just take the seed and plant it into your egg, technically, you still got to get involved with a man. A man still got to be on the scene to have a child. So I don't care how they try to erase us, that we don't matter, we extinct, we this, we trash, we this. But if you want a baby, you must bring in a man. All right? So, and it got to come in with that uterus, that woman, and that man. It's just that simple. I don't care how you try to word it or put cisgender or cis this and cis that. You still need a woman and a man to produce life. Amen. Whether you ride it or whether inject it in you, you still need that man's seed and you need that woman egg planted it. A life is produced. That is the order of God. Whether you try to erase it or not, it is what it is. Now, what the Brat said was very ignorant, and I don't think she understood what she said, because a lot of, and then also it could be ignorant, yes, but it's not a lot of black men that go to sperm donors. They just don't. They just don't. A lot of sperm places don't even like black sperm donors because they are the least likely to be picked. The most likely to be picked, the foreign guys, white guys, European guys. So let's be crystal clear on that. And a lot of people's coming at the Brat. Oh my gosh, she's this, she's that. But she's being honest. She didn't want no black person, and she tried to cover it up. Oh my gosh, she looked like Jiminy Cricket and all of that. No, technically, you wanted a mixed race, biracial child, and nothing wrong with that. If you wanted a biracial child, you wanted a biracial child. But don't come and criticize the black man, right? And so, oh, he looked like Jiminy Cricket. I don't believe that. I think that's wrong to do. Now, I don't know, because when I look at the statistics, a lot of black men do not donate their sperm, because a lot of sperm banks, they really encourage white sperm donors to do it, because a lot of times they don't want a black person like that. They're not at the top of the line. They on the line, but they ain't at the top. On the top is the European white folks, the white man. Those pretty much the people that's pretty much on the top. Now, when it comes to, the Brat, this is a person that is a flop artist. Never could make it as a hip hop artist. She had a couple of good runs. She's on the radio. She's a lesbian. She's pregnant by a man that she don't know to produce life. This is a woman that lied to her fans, pretending like she was straight, and in reality, she wanted a woman to lick on her lolly pad. This is just the type of person that she is. And so when I heard that, I said, this is very disrespectful. And quite disrespectful for her to say it. And she was getting dragged by some black folks, okay? But this is the woman, all that type of stuff. And she act like she's so innocent. She said something so ignorant. And I tried to call it. If I wasn't depressed, I was depressed on the weekend. But I will be calling to Ricky Smiley Show on Monday. So y'all keep your listening ears on it. I'm coming for the Brat. Now, they might cut me off. I'm going to be like, the Brat, what you said was disrespectful. Not only it was disrespectful to me as a black man, but it was disrespectful to black men, period. Period. It was disrespectful to it. Okay? Mm-hmm. So I just need y'all to keep y'all radio thing open, because soon that they open up the phone lines, I'm calling in. And I'm coming to and Ricky Smiley, he might try to get me off the air, but I hope he don't. Because I want to have a conversation with my sister. Because what this sister, whatever she did, it was wrong. Okay? That she went with the white sperm donor. Okay? And so I'm going to get her together. And so on tomorrow, what time the radio show come on tomorrow? Let me know what time the radio show come on tomorrow. Let me make sure I put it on there. Because I want to make sure. What time do it come on tomorrow? Let me know what time that radio show, because I don't want to miss it. Paul, wake me up tomorrow. Wake me up tomorrow. Because I want to call into that radio show. Okay? So we gonna have a conversation because she from Chicago. I'm from Chicago. This is the same chick that slept with her sister Lisa Ray. They licked the lap on each other. That's why she knew, and she knew that she loved women because they used to sleep around with each other. According to the Tasha K, that she said they used to lip and lap and lick on each other. That's what I heard. They used to play house and lick on each other's breasts. I heard that through Tasha K. Now that could be a lie because it come from Latasha, La Lie, and Tasha, but that's what she said. So I'm just okay. If you call, I'm gonna have to do it on stationary, but I will be calling in tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, I will be calling in tomorrow. Hold on, is this Ricky Smiley? No, that ain't Ricky Smiley. let me make sure. Let me hold on. Somebody gave me their number. Give me 1 second. What channel? In fact, oh hey, this Wiley. Okay, I was making sure that this show number because I'm gonna save it. I'm looking forward to interviewing you.
Okay, I'm looking forward to being interviewed.
Because it's been the last time you've been here. It's been years.
It's been 2 years, and we're gonna talk about that. So I want you to. I'm an open book, and you know that.
Yes, yes. I already know that. And because like 2 years ago, you were in a relationship, you had your business was going to drop. And I don't even know if the show ever came out. And if it did, it didn't really do anything for your career. But we definitely going to talk about it.
Okay. I look forward to that. You got a time in mind?
Anytime for you. It's going to be real messy, like any time.
Well, I'm trying to get back out here so we can't be too messy.
Oh, okay. You don't want me to too because you still want to be out on the streets. Okay, I'll pull back my messiness.
Yeah, I want you to be like, no, you can ask certain questions.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be honest. I know you know how to articulate your words.
Yes, sir.
Well.
Yes.
But just so you know, the Grind Dallas did not come out.
Oh.
I think I only put out like maybe 4 episodes or 3 episodes. And again, those are the things that obviously we're going to talk about. But I'm bringing it back. And I'm trying to, what I was sent here to do, that's the mission that I'm trying to complete.
Okay. Well, I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully your boyfriend don't get mad at you on here with Wiley because I'm so controversial. Because, you know.
No, we good.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Yes. I'm really looking forward to it because everybody here, I'm still live on my show. I didn't know you was gonna answer. I didn't know if this was you or not. And it was like, who is that sexy guy on there? They just see it's already started, but I can't wait. He's very attractive. Like, let me tell y'all something. I got 275 people listening. When he came into my house, nothing but gorgeousness, and he was a boss, and he smelled good too. He was a boss. I remember you said I'm in real estate. I got my own restaurant. I was like, look at this boss. Too bad he not single, so I couldn't flirt. Because because most of the guys he did, they crazy. So. But good looking. Like, I remember that. This is like, 2 years ago? And so much have changed.
I'm ready for it.
Yes.
I'm forward to this meeting.
Yes, I'm ready for it too. Thank you for answering. I would thought you would be in Houston getting it in like over the weekend for the Houston Splash.
Nah, I'm sitting down planning my next big come up.
I'm here for you. Whatever that come up is, I want to be right here with you because I love you and I love what you do.
I always told you I was going to give you the exclusive.
You did say that. Yes.
I'm standing by my word.
Yes, I take that and I'm cherishing that in my chest and in my heart. Yes.
Okay. Well, I hit you. I'm gonna get a haircut Saturday. I'm gonna text my barber now.
Okay.
And then once I come from there, then the rest is however long you want to interview me.
Okay.
Be down. I'll just shoot you a text and let you know.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, then.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. So, oh, no, I'm just still a sissy. Oh man, it's gonna be hard. Whatever, that I was still a sissy. I shouldn't have said that. I'm still in the I shouldn't have used that word because Paul, I can't use that. And let me say this real quick. Let me take the Brat down. So, okay, we want to do stand-up comedy. Okay. And so Paul, myself, we're going over material. And to my friends. So I said, okay. So I did like a 5 to 10 minute set. And I got a reaction. Oh, Wiley, you can't use the S word. You can't use the F word. You can't use the M word. You can't use this word about this group. I said, I might as well not do it. Because let me tell y'all something. So I'm up here getting material to do stand-up one day. And I'm really doing my unfiltered comedy. What's in my thought. Oh, Wiley, can't do that word. You can't you can't do that. I'm like, well, I can't do no comedy then. Let me be real with you, because the comedy that I grew up under, the Bernie Macs and the Monique Simones and the Kevin Harts, like I have to be able to be free, And Paul, I know I did a little set about my mama, and you was upset about that. You said, I don't think your mama want to hear that. But I told you, Paul, I said my mom wouldn't care. Once the money, of course, she's gonna be embarrassed. Oh my God. But once the money flow in, she fine with it. Once the baby, her mortgage, her house being paid off, she's gonna be fine with it. But in order for me to work, in order for me to do good, I have to be able to tell my story and be free with it. Amen. And I don't have a show. I know it'd be difficult for me because of the type of comedy. If I do it, I may not get the opportunities to do to do shows or to be on network shows, because a lot of the comedians, they would say, Steve Harvey and Cedric would say, well, if you do stand up, you can't have a sitcom and do stand up because you may say something controversial. Okay. All right, Paul, remember that? We was watching that and stuff like that. The only different thing is for me, I can't do a PC show. I tried it. I can't do it. Now, the challenging part for me is, writing material, writing jokes and stuff like that. And I'm nervous, but I can't, and that really helps me get through depression. Like, I sometimes just being me and myself. I get in the bed, or Paul, you seen this. I be in the restroom and I look in the mirror and I just pick up whatever, a bottle of water, because I don't have a mic in there, and I just deliver content. I just talk and blah, 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 blah. And you laughed at it, but you said, I'll never forget it, Paul. You said that it's gonna be a lot of people that are going to hate your guts because they're gonna call you, and they have already labeled me a homophobic gay. Now, what the fuck is that? Excuse my French, but they have all. If I do this material, it will be, he is a homophobic gay. You haven't really heard that term a lot, but if I delivered this content, that's what I will be labeled, a homophobic gay. And already with some of my commentary, that's what they label me, a homophobic gay. What the fuck is that? But they already have labeled me that, internalized homophobia. Let me mind my business, okay? But that's what they started to say. And the reason why I like comedy, and I don't know, like, I don't know if I will be great at it. But one thing I can say what I love about comedy, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. And I tried to tell Paul this. I said, it just make me feel good to tell jokes. I've never tried stand-up comedy. I never tried it. I never tried it. I would always just tell jokes at school, and I would just tell jokes. But I never took it serious, like write jokes down, never wrote anything, no material, anything that I deliver on YouTube. This is all off the top of my head. Nothing was like written on a piece of paper. I'm training myself to write material down, because how I come into comedy, I just need a subject matter. Like, okay, I'm talking about mama today. I got about a lot of stories about mama, or my brother, a lot of stories about me being trying to be a pimp, a lot of stories. And it is definitely that way. But it makes me feel good. I love comedy. Like listening to Bernie Mac, and it was another Rick Fox. Like, even though some of the comedy I didn't understand it, but the delivery of them punchlines just had me laughing. And my mom was like, "What? You listen to Rick Fox? That's before your time." But it's just so funny. Like Eddie Murphy. But my favorite comedian is Bernie Mac. My favorite comedian for him, and I looked up to Bernie because number one, Bernie was able to transition for comedy, movies, and give me 1 second, Paul. Comedy, he was able to get his own sitcom. He was able to produce. I'm talking about not Rick Fox. I'm talking about Red Fox. You know what I'm saying? Red Fox. Um, he was able to transition, to everything. And he was a boss. Bernie Mac was a boss, and I love Bernie Mac for it's like he never forgot about Chicago, and he never forgot about the city. He will always bring people to Chicago. He would play golf in Chicago. He never forgot about his city. And when he passed, like that death always resonated me the most, because I was getting ready. It was during the Bud Billiken parade. His announcement came that he died on the day of the Bud Billiken parade. If you don't know what the Bud Billiken parade is, so one of the funniest, I'm not the funniest, one of the largest parades with African Americans ever. It used to be real lit back in the day. So I was watching the Bud Billiken parade, and it was an announcement. They said, "Oh my God, Bernie Mac have passed." And I said, "Oh my gosh, really?" I thought it was a joke. And then people were texting me like, "Wow, it's true. He did, he did pass." And it hurt me. He was an icon. I cried because he was so iconic. And his show today, Bernie Mac show today, still the comedy is still there. And he was able to transition from that raw, authentic comedy to television comedy. You know what I'm saying? Because in television, you can't really deliver the type of stuff and on regular television, for syndicated television. Now, if you're on like BET Plus, Miss Pat, she kind of changed up the formula where she's able to be her, and it's good for her. It's kind of cheesy, but still, I still catch myself watching it because I love me some Miss Pat. You understand what I'm saying? But when it came to Bernie Mac, I studied that man. I love that man. I watched his storytelling. But of course, everybody is with this whole thing, cancel culture. Bernie would have been canceled. The jokes that Bernie would say about this, like the jokes that he would say, oh my gosh, the man would have been canceled. Like he would have Richard Pryor. We love Richard Pryor. He would have been canceled. Rick Fox would have been canceled of the jokes that they said in today's climate. But the reason why comedy would never be canceled, because as long as you got people that's coming to them comedy shows and buying them tickets, you can never be canceled. Now, maybe Hollywood won't bring you in. Maybe so. But as long as people wrapped around that door, Paul Mooney would have been canceled too. Like, you good. And that's the one thing about Monique, and I shared this, and I didn't get the chance to see it. I said, Black America, we never cancel Monique. Even though she took a hit financially with the movies and shows that she could have made, she was still able to survive because she still had her gift in comedy. She never stopped touring. And so it's really, really great. Now, I will love to be the type of person in this business, and I will be the type of person, because the type of person I am, it's some type of content I want. I'm a visionary, so I'm a producer at heart, and I want to see different type of people on television. I want to see the people that the slow kids, the people that drool at the mouth, the cockeyed people, the one leg. I really want to put disabled people on, and that's an underserved community. And the reason why I love my friend so much, I love her. She have a disability. I look up to her because she's just so intelligent and so powerful. But yes, she have a disability, but she never came into, hello, Wiley, I got a disability. Like, never, ever came to me and catered towards that she got a disability. She lived her life. Now, she has some limitations. But I love the fact that despite her disability, she's still able to be a good mother. She's a good friend. She's good in the bedroom, and she's honest. And I liked it. I like that about her. But I need people that look like her on television. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I would love to see a cockeyed host on there, like, what a camera at? Baby, one eye looking at camera A, other eye looking at camera D. You know what I mean? We need to see more of that, right? We are talented people. And that's why I work so hard. This is why I tell people I don't wear sunglasses anymore. I used to try to hide my true self. What my sunglasses? Oh, my friend. See, this is all like having people over my house. They just take shit. Like, he took my book. I got a friend that took my other book, took my sunglasses. They just take shit. Took stuff out of my refrigerator. They just take stuff. Oh, I ain't gonna go there. That's a whole nother copy. But I used to hide. I used to wear shades. And then one day I met Brandy. We was at the club, and I was with Brandy. And we were outside, and Brandy met all her fans and met everybody inside. She took a picture with everybody. And Kendra G was there. This was before Kendra had, the singles like this. She was just a regular DJ at WGCI. And poof, Brandy said to me, she said, you don't need to wear glasses unless you want to, but never be ashamed of how you look. That's pretty much what she said. And from that day on, I stopped really catering to wearing sunglasses because I used to hide my eye because I didn't want people to talk about it. Now I don't give a. And so you develop a swag, and now people are starting to love me and cater toward me because I'm not feeling sorry about myself. I have a swag. It was a guy that was at my house about a couple of months ago. I ain't gonna say your name, bro, because you said keep it a secret, but I ain't gonna say your name. And we got it in. And he said, I love you because you got a swag. I said, I got a swag. I couldn't believe it. I said, because I can't, I don't know my, he said, you got a swag. I said, I got a swag? Okay. So, we did what we did. And he was a fan. Right, Paul? He was a fan. Mm-hmm. And he's the type of fan, the man got bread. Like, he got money. His own house, own car. He like me, you know what I'm saying? And Paul, what did I say to you? I said, I'm gonna repeat it. I said, Paul, I told you this. I said, if I ever want to settle down with a man, he have to bring what he brought in: his own house, his own car, his own career, his own identity, and he's not ashamed of my identity, of me doing what I do. That's only how I can see myself settling down with a man. You got to bring, and that's the only reason why he the first guy that I went on a date with, because look what he's offering. I ain't had to pay for nothing. He paying for everything. You know what I'm saying? He got his stuff together. All right. And he can take it, And so if I ever want to settle down, then that's what you have to bring. And Paul was like, well, why would you say? I said, because the guys that I used to talk to, they never had anything. I always had everything. But he's bringing in something that I look up to. You know what I'm saying? I asked him stuff about housing. He talk about books. We just talk about a lot of stuff. He know I do YouTube. So I don't have to explain my YouTube career. And we don't even talk about YouTube. I don't need to talk about it because I get paid. So one of the biggest turnoff for me, if you always talking about my YouTube channel, that's a turnoff. I don't want to talk about YouTube. I'm trying to get to know you outside of you. I want you to get to know Marquise. Wiley is a public persona. Oh no, if we're together, you have to call me Marquise. Why? I like people calling me my first name because it gives me some out of that Wiley spectrum. Like every time I go home, nobody call me Wiley. It's Marquise. Now at church, sometimes they'll call me Brother Wiley. Yeah. But most people that know me in my personal life call me by my first name. And I felt natural. I felt like, oh, okay. You know, they don't call me Wiley on the Wiley Show. Like sometimes my mama boyfriend do that to get on my nerves, but they always call me Marquise. So if I ever were to date someone, you have to call me by my first name because that gives me to separate me from the public persona. Then what's her name? Then my show. Okay, because as a part of your identity, I'm glad you embrace it. You have more confidence than a lot of people. I have that confidence, and I'm not ashamed. I come up in there. I'm not ashamed because I love how I look. And at one point, I looked at God, and I was ashamed. I didn't look at God, but I talked to God. I was ashamed. Like, why would you make me like this? And then once I've gotten older, and I said, oh, God, I'm going to use this. Because I was looking at my competitors and looking at other people. Nobody looked like me doing what I do that looked like me and doing it like me. And I don't know who said it, but this is so true. Once you get into your own identity, your own personality, there is no stopping you. And when I used to hear that shit, I said, fuck no. That's some bullshit. Until one day I woke up and I started looking at me and my personality. And when I started meeting the producers, the supporters of the show, and they started telling me stuff on the show. It was one particular producer. Let me drink to this. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I got to blow my nose, child. It was one particular producer. She's a boss. But she was in the restaurant. And I ain't going to say your name because you don't like your producer. And she said, Wiley, you be like, thick. Like she was repeating what I said. And I said, you really watch. And I don't even know that I'm doing this. And a lot of my roots, thick. A lot of things, a lot of my traits, y'all don't watch Bishop Cartwright. So a lot of y'all don't know him. But a lot of my comedic stuff comes from Bishop Cartwright. A lot of stuff being raised under him, I picked up a lot of his traits. Because he'd be like, you so thick. And sometimes I put my little spice to it. But I was raised under Bishop Cartwright. Like I was in his church, the way how he preached, the way how he do things. And some stuff, many people will call him a male chauvinist, if that's the correct word. So a lot of his traits, a lot of his old school traits, I have it. I have a lot of them traits. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So that's what it is. And Amber, you said definitely got an ego because you spend the first hour of your life talking about you. But I haven't always been like that, Amber. Amber, there is nothing wrong talking about you on your show. I don't want you to be known for me talking about other people. I want to be known how I talked about myself. I have not always talked about me. I have always put other people ahead of me. So Amber, you on the train of Wiley being himself, uplifting himself. Because if you don't uplift you, don't expect nobody else to do it. You, Amber, got to be your biggest cheerleader. You, Amber, got to be your biggest encourager. You have to be that. So I will spend an hour or two talking about me. Hell, it's called The Wiley Show. So I want to know more about Wiley, and I'm going to give it to you. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to uplift me. Because they ain't going to do it. So I said, y'all don't want to put respect on Wiley. I do it. I add my own name to the title. I do it on purpose. You don't want to talk about Wiley? I talk about myself. Do you understand? Oh, you don't want to mention the Wiley Show? Don't worry. I'll do a 3-hour episode talking about me. And so I'm honest in a lot of stuff because a lot of people y'all watch, they battle from depression. And they self-medicate. And they drink, get high, drink, drunk. Because they don't have the courage to tell y'all, I'm a little bipolar, I'm schizophrenic, I ADD or ADHD or whatever. They just self-medicate. They will never, ever come out and admit that they battle with depression. Not too people would say it. I can see they battling because they use different things to self-medicate. Do you understand? So I want to always share my story. That's what makes the show different. Do you hear me? Okay? And y'all come to Brother Wiley because you can't come to nobody else telling them how to run their show. They will cuss you out. And if we was on station there, Amber, you would have been called everything under the sun but a woman of God. But we on the YouTube street, so I'll have to spare you and give you that knowledge without a cuss word. Now come to stage here with that crap, you're going to be cussed out. Okay? So, but here, I'm going to always uplift myself. Okay? And then we still going to talk about celebrities. And Paul, you said it. It said, Wiley, you don't do well being a stan. I said, what do you mean by that? You do well just getting everybody together. I think you get bored being somebody's stand page. You have to be able to criticize. That's your key. I have to. Do you understand? Okay? All right, let's go. Okay? And Paul is a real person. Who is Paul? You don't know who's in my house. When the last time you been in my home? Never. Brittany said, come on, Brittany. It's the Wiley Show. Love you, boo. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. Now, who else we gonna talk about? Who else are we gonna talk about? Now, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. Give me a second, you guys. I thought I had their pictures up here, and I don't have it. Give me a second. Give me a second. I was doing real good. Let me see if it's up on here. All right. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's go to the next topic. Okay, Ice Spice. And I want to say this, and many people came on my neck. This woman is not talented. She is mediocre. And I'm about to say something that's going to be controversial. I don't give a damn. The reason why Ice Spice got the love and support is because she's light-skinned. All right? She's a light-skinned woman. Light bright. She's mediocre. She's not really that talented, and she's just pushed to the forefront. If she had the skin tone of Brother Wiley, Erica Banks, and Brandy, she will not be the princess of rap. Period. She can't really dance like that. Her stage presence is a -3. It's all because of her look, because she's light bright. She's medium at best. But because she got the skin color, we can market that. Because in this world, if you're lighter, you're better. If you're brown, stick around. If you're black, get back. We're still living under that. It's so many talented black, dark-skinned artists will never get that attention. Let's go to the artist that's out here. She's on Bel Air. What's her name? She's on Bel Air. She played Ashley Banks. What's her name? Somebody name drop her name. She played Ashley Banks in Bel Air. Name her name really quickly. She played Ashley Banks in Bel Air. Coco Jones. Okay? Coco. Because of the skin tone of Coco, she would never be on the level of Ice Spice. If Coco had the skin tone of Ice Spice, she would poof beat through the roof. It's difficult because that, unfortunately, it is the truth. She's not that talented. It's because she's lighter skinned, and you get black men that will go out their way just to date her. They ain't going out their way to date Erica Banks. And she's way more talented than Ice Spice. I said it. But because she's lighter than the blackers, than the one, I can name them, and then the rest of these black, dark-skinned artists, they don't get it. No type of respect. They wish that they can dominate the market. This woman barely got a #1 hit. She don't have no Grammy. She don't have no platinum records. Now she the princess of rap. And Nicki, and I ain't trying to talk about Nicki in a bad way, but I got to call out because her stuff be stinking, and she going to tell us it smell like strawberries. No, honey, it stink. Like dead fish. So this woman have the audacity to say that Ice Spice is the princess of rap. This woman showed up to the Met Gala. Ice Spice looked a disaster. Ain't no way she showed up to that Met Gala as the princess. Baby, she showed up as the janitor of the palace. She showed up like the lady that changed the light bulbs. So this woman, because of her disdain of Cardi, go lie on with the princess. Where? This coming from a lady that don't have no Grammy. When the last time Nicki Minaj went on tour and sold out across the world? When the last time? You gotta go back 3-4 years ago. You ain't not in no moral position to say that Ice Spice is the princess. Because she's not. That's a whole lot. If that was the case, Nicki Minaj, why you the queen, right? And she the princess, that record should have stayed #1. It went to up to the 10, up top 10, then it dropped all the way down. It just whoosh, dropped down off the charts. But you said she's the princess of rap, and you the queen. Well, damn. How is it that y'all record was up there, not #1, and just roof off the charts? Make that make sense. Make that make sense. How can you say I'm the queen? She the princess, and y'all ain't #1. Hit on, sit down somewhere. That's a whole lie than what y'all doing. Now, Ice Spice, you all right, but you ain't nobody princess. That ain't nothing but white folks in a position of power trying to get you to be the next Cardi B, giving you a title that you did not deserve, but because the white people, the white power structure, oh, she the princess, and we gonna let Nicki do it. But we ain't gonna give her no Grammy. We just push this black lady up and just say she the princess. Okay, she the princess, all right. So I didn't agree with that. So when I saw that she said she was the princess, I said, no, she's not. That record came out, Princess Diana, and it just went away. It went away. They got caught. Nicki Minaj got caught. Nicki Minaj got caught. And Ice Spice got caught. They tried to give the people to pay for the record. They got exposed. because Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj producers, they concocted up which Barb group or Ice Spice group that we could give money to so y'all can mass buy the song. Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice producers tried to pay the Barbs and the Ice Spice community to buy the record. Now, if you the princess and the queen, you don't need to do that. The people would just buy it because you're the queen and you the princess. Do you understand what I'm saying? It flopped. And Nicki understands she wasn't even invited to the Met Gala. They didn't invite her. She wasn't invited. Her invitation got lost in the mail with mine. She was not invited. They don't want to see a woman that married to a whole R word and he can't even be on there because children come there with their parents. You know, Kim Kardashian ain't want to allow that. Her daughter coming, and then Nicki Minaj's husband there, or a man that's on the SO list. She wasn't invited. No. She wasn't invited. She too busy chasing behind Kenneth. Oh, baby, what do you want to eat today? I understand you can't drop the kids off to school because you're on the list. She too busy chasing around a no good trifling man. So no, she ain't the queen. Ain't no queen gonna marry an R-word and try to force him down the throat and try to make him become cool. And that's why she rarely took any pictures with him, because she know it backfired. It diluted her stance in the community. Do you understand me? She is not the queen, and Ice Spice ain't nobody princess. Get up out of here with that. If I had to choose a princess of rap, I got to give it to Erica Banks. I got to give it to Erica Banks. I got to give it to my girl, Erica Banks. So we was just, I know, Paul, you think I'm a little biased because I was at her thing. She said, oh, hey, Wiley Show. I have to give it to Erica Banks. I more so give Megan Thee Stallion the queen of hip hop. The queen. I give her the queen because she's just dominating right now. I'm not even trying to dominate. She's just dominating. But I'm definitely going to give it to Erica Banks. Why? Because when I look at Erica Banks, I'm looking at the future of hip hop. When I look at Erica Banks, I'm looking at true, authentic talent. And she's going to be on Love and Hip Hop, a show that's being watched by millions of people. And she's on her way. And she will be on the Wiley Show. I think, you know, she gonna send us some skates. I told her, send me some skates. Send me a size 13 because I'm large, big. I need some big skates. And we love Erica Banks. And she love us because we always put her name up there, right? So we're definitely going to do it. And I definitely have to give it to Erica Banks. I think Erica Banks is one of the most talented human beings to ever do it. And I think she don't give her credit because of the way that she looked. But nevertheless, Erica Banks is and will always be my princess. And we love her. Okay? We think that she's great. And I already told Erica, I said, Erica, whenever you're ready to come on the Wiley Show, we're going to get a good show in. Mm-hmm. And I already know people are going to get mad and upset. Why did you choose Erica? Because I can choose Erica Banks. You get your own show and you can choose the queen or the princess. See, that's the problem I have with some of you black folk. Soon when a black person is uplifting somebody of color, it's a problem. But white people can say, Ice Spice the princess. Oh, she's the princess. So I say something, it's a problem. But they can name Ice Spice the princess with no backlash. But soon I'm naming Erica Banks the princess. I get backlash. Sit down, you hypocrite. Sit down somewhere. This woman just released a song paying homage to Beyonce. I ain't got time. A good record. She also wrote a song, Roll That Up, Roll That Up. I love Erica Banks. And I feel like I'm making her the princess of hip hop. And if you don't like it, you just ain't gonna have to like it. And I'm not saying that I hate on Nicki. Nicki time have passed. She's not the lady anymore like she once was. You got the Erica Banks now. You got all that. Erica is the new girl on the block. She's younger. She's not married to no hour. I'm just saying. Okay. Give me a second here. I just had to say it. And we love her. Okay. And I love the fact that when I was looking at Erica Banks, and when I saw that first record she did, Bust It, that immediately got me into it. When I said I ain't got time. And then when you go to her, Erica Banks, her EP that she delivered, when she delivered the song with Toot That, with Dream Doll, another lady I would give her as them. I'm giving it to Erica Banks. I love her dearly, Dream Doll. She's definitely great. But I love all the records of Erica Banks that she did. I love it. Like one of my favorite songs of hers is one of my favorite songs. It's Tony's Story. I love it. It's so dope. It really, really dope. Okay? Really, really dope. I love it. But to that so I love it. And I think that she's a great artist. Okay? I love it. And so really, really love it. And we will open up the phone lines if y'all want to call in. But I just have to get my thoughts on there. Give me 1 second for that way. Thank you so very much for y'all joining us on this lovely, lovely day. Absolutely, but that's what it is. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next topic here. All right, hey Erica, I love her. Erica Banks is dope. She's one of the dope rappers ever to do it. Yes, one of the dope rappers. Okay, now y'all already know about Chris Brown and Usher situation. They said they both got beat. That Chris Brown beat up Usher, and Usher was bloody nose, lip, and all that. That didn't happen. Jason Lee concocted up a story on Hollywood Unlocked, another fake story. Brought in these two rappers, two R&B artists, to drive up traffic, and it didn't really happen. And when I saw Usher's face, he didn't have no bloody nose, he didn't have no bloody this, no brokenness, no nothing. Like chill. Like where, and I kept saying to my team, they said, "Oh, it happened." I said, "Where the footage? If it was a fight, where the footage? What really happened? Usher, that festival wasn't selling like that. So what do? You think of a publicity stunt. This gives straight up publicity stunt, because if this was real and this was a real attack, it's 1,000 cell phones out here, right? The altercation didn't get taped. That ain't nothing but a publicity stunt to drive up Usher visibility and Chris Brown visibility so they can start their versus battle, so they can go on tour together and just drive up this whole thing to get the Usher fans energized, the Chris Brown fans energized, because he showed up to the concert. Then Chris Brown, he get into another scuffle. He just keeping up with the publicity stunt. It's just all a publicity stunt. Nobody was going to that festival. Nobody was talking about that festival. Soon when the fight had, everybody rushed to get tickets. So they want to see, is Usher going to show up? Is Chris Brown going to show up? Is Tyler Taylor going to show up? It's all to get y'all boosted up. And they had to do a hard job. They get Jason Lee. He's in with these people. They call AJ. What up? Well, this Jason Lee. You know, I'm getting my bread basket buttery. Oh, you know it was a fight. Could you put that on your website? We're gonna drop you a couple of bands. And he put it on his site. Don't trust nothing from a person that said the queen was there and the queen was still alive. This person is fake news. Instagram, when you try to join Hollywood Unlocked to follow them, they say you are following fake news. This guy ain't nothing but fake news. And the desperation of Jason Lee, and it's so sad because, and I tell Jason this all the time. I said, you do dangerous type of business. You try to take people's livelihood. And when you go down, it's going to hit you hard. Your health, because you try to take stuff from people. You're going to go down. Especially when he did to Mother Tay. I don't have no respect for Jason Lee. I really don't. Because this man brag about taking somebody's livelihood. Mother Tay is younger than him. Mother Tay is more attractive than him. She dominated Bingo just off of her talent. This man took Mother Tay LLC, took her trademark, got her deleted off of Bingo, called her building, and he shocked that Mother Tay sued him. This man, he's so shocked. Oh, I'm getting sued. He sued me. Brat, you called his building to get him put out. You did that. You called his building. Who does that? This is where this man lay his head, go to the restroom, rest. And you called his building, told the building that y'all have a person that sleep with underage people and living in y'all apartment. Who does that? That's evil. That's evil. And you're going to get paid back for that, Jason. It may not hit you today. It may not hit you in 5 years, but I can guarantee you're going to get that paid back. And how it's going to hurt you is going to be your finances and your health. Because if your health go down, your finances go down. Because who can control Hollywood Unlocked if you compromise? Not your sister. She damn sure can't. She don't know nothing about that empire. Not your family, not your daddy. Who can take over that empire? Your health go down, that's the end of Hollywood Unlocked. That's what you do. And because you're mad, because this is the bitterness with Jason. He was upset. This brother came to Bingo. And I tried to call somebody that knows stuff about Jason and Bingo, but I'm going to say it. He tried to go to Bingo and tried to take over Bingo. This brother brought all the celebrities to Bingo, and they lost. It was so bad the celebrities stopped coming because there wasn't nobody giving them no beans. They wasn't giving them no beans. They wasn't throwing them no starships. They wasn't giving them no money. So they left. And so Jason tried to befriend Mother Tay to learn Mother Tay formula over there on Bingo. And Mother Tay kept doing it, and he got mad at Mother Tay because Mother Tay didn't want to be under him and work under him. Mother Tay's like, no, I'm good. I got my own. I'm good. And then Jason called his attorney, bought the man LLC, bought the man trademark, bought this from him, bought that from him, told Bingo it's a trademark infringement. He's using my trademark. He did that to try to take the man's livelihood. The man came back. They started donating cash apps. Then he took that away. He just got upset that a younger guy have gotten more fame than he did. He got upset. And then he started buying stuff, and he was shocked. I got sued. He sued me. Oh. And he thought that he was just going to just railroad him, and the guy sued him. Paperwork, sued him, and Jason Lee tried to cover it up. Bro, you getting sued. A lot of the stuff you were doing was illegal. Bruh, and you shocked that you were sued? Look at the behavior that you were doing. He done the same thing to Maniac. He got arguing with Maniac because he can't control him. Maniac by himself do better than anybody in his house. And he got upset with that. Then he got upset with with Mother Tay. Mother Tay had a Twitter page. He copyrighted that, got his Twitter page taken down. That's what Jason Lee does. He did the same thing to Kaya. Kaya's still beautiful. And that didn't work because when you try to take somebody else's crap, it ain't going to work for you because it didn't work. He stopped doing the Gag Nation. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. It did what he thought it was going to do. It didn't do it. He thought people was going to start buying shirts at 300,000 units. That didn't happen. Then he said, well, let me start a YouTube course. Let me do all that. Didn't happen. He stopped doing that. Everything he tried to do, it ain't working. It ain't hitting right for him. Only thing that he do have is Hollywood Unlocked. He uses that. It's like the mafia. He uses that. You get down or you lay down. You get with us or we will destroy you. He used, and a lot of these celebrities are frightened by a blog with power and clout to come against him. And that's how he done it. You understand what I'm saying? So when I saw it, I said, that's how he is. And he don't like real competition. He can't control me. I'm 30-some years old. You can't control me. Like, just because you got money and all that type of stuff, that ain't going to sway me. Like, oh my gosh, I'm blinded by your money. Not me. He could do it to them younger guys that he flew into his house. Now, he was accused. I got to be careful how I say this, Paul. Give me a second. Allegedly, Jason Lee was accused of flying in somebody underage. And the young man did a video and said that he tried to fly him in underage. Okay. So, but Jason, he released a statement saying that he did not try to fly nobody in underage. He have never done that. But it was a young man that was on Snapchat and on TikTok saying that Jason Lee tried to fly him out. He was a younger, light-skinned man. He was under the age of 18. So I don't know how true that is, but we just had to say that for but to Jason credit, Jason denied those accusations. And I want to also say that Jason Lee was never charged with a crime of doing that. Jason Lee never was charged with a crime. I want to say that again. Jason Lee was never charged with a crime of doing that. He never was. He never was. But I'm going to keep y'all updated with this lawsuit. I'm really going to keep y'all updated with this lawsuit. I wonder what happened to that story. Hadn't heard the young man speak about it because, Jason paid a lot of times. I ain't going to say Jason paid them all, but it's ways around it. I remember it was Jason Lee X that came on our show. Do you know Jason threatened that man and told that man that you will never, ever work in Hollywood? I know you're trying. Jason, he put me on three-way. Jason pretty much told this man, you will never work with Zeus. I know the CEO number, and I told him, don't work with you. Because that brother came on the Wiley Show. He came on the Wiley Show. Who was that brother? Hello? Hello? Yes.
Yes, Wiley.
I'm not taking phone calls right now. Can you call me back in about 5-10 minutes?
Okay.
All right, thank you. So he called the boyfriend and told the boyfriend that he would blackball him. So me and the guy, I was going to Atlanta. No, the guy, I was going to, he was going to come to, no, he's coming to Dallas because he's going to do Houston. I told him, I said, I don't think you should do it because I think you're going to regret it. I said, he do have power to get you in those doors. So I don't think you should come back on my show because I don't want to be blamed if you don't get these quote unquote opportunities. But how long you been talking to Jason Lee to get to the Zeus? All for 4.5 years, for a long time to get reality shows with Love and Hip Hop. I said, did he ever do it? He said, no. And I said, I find it quite strange. When the last time you talked to Jason Lee? To a couple of years ago. Now I find it quite strange. Soon as you come on the Wiley Show, now he's calling and threatening you, saying that you can't do this and do that. But I'm going to pull it back because I don't want to be blamed if you cannot get on Love and Hip Hop or Zeus, any of these other opportunities that you tried to get in and Jason never helped you. It reminded me of what he did to Armand. Oh, I'm going to befriend you. I'm going to say all this type of stuff and get you buttered up, but I ain't gonna really help you get surpassed it. I knew that he blackballed Armand a little bit because we called Kyle and Kyle said, don't share this, but I ain't gonna share the text message. But Kyle, we asked her, I said, did you reach out to the CEO of Zeus? He said, yeah. I reached out to the CEO of Zeus because I wanted Armand to host Bad Boys. But when we sent him the message, it was left seen, and I ain't gonna say whatever else he said, but somehow I ain't gonna say he said it, but somebody else I talked to said, "Oh yeah, Jason told them don't hire him. He's difficult." In so many words, trashed him to the Zeus people. Yes, he did. Trashed him. And I said this. I said, regardless of what you say about Armand, the brother is talented, and he's more talented than this guy. More talented. I sat down, I watched both these guys on this show, right? Let me give you a little backstory. Jason got about 4 to 5 white folks working for him. Most of them are white. And they got to be forced to laugh at his jokes. They better laugh or they're going to get fired and blackballed in Hollywood. So he would have to say something, and they better laugh. They have to laugh. His jokes aren't even funny. They have to just laugh at it. So then they don't want to get back on. And Jason would yell at his staff, y'all ain't got the picture up. Y'all ain't got this up. Y'all ain't got that up. He got a whole staff of people he paying good money for. Okay, let's go to Armand Wiggins. A one-man show. A one-man show. Okay? One-man show. Armand quality, the flow is at perfection. A one-man team. That brother ain't got a team of white folks working with him. It went on without a glitch. Flow perfection. It flowed well. Jason yelling at his staff. Because this brother, he don't have a source of mine from Hollywood a lot. He don't like to do production meetings. He don't like to do it. He like to show up, all right, let's go live. And then he got all these thoughts. Bruh, you got to have a production meeting. A pre-production meeting. Hey, this is what we're going to talk about, blah, 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 blah. So you could be on the same page as your team. And then he'll yell at his staff. Y'all ain't got that? Why y'all ain't got that? Bruh, because we didn't know you was going to talk about that. We can't read your mind. And so that's what he does. And Jason, to this day, he said, I ain't going to come on your show, Wiley, because pretty much what he told me, and thank you to the ex-boyfriend, he said, why don't you come? I ain't coming on Wiley because Wiley going to be asking me too many messy questions. Messy questions? Bruh. I'm only going to ask you what you delivered. What you meant to say is, Wiley is not going to kiss my butt. He going to ask me some questions, and I got the answer. This brother went on the House of Aaron. Now, I'm good with the House of Aaron. I love that man. Good looking. He's a good looking guy. I love the House of Aaron. Good looking. Did I say, and he followed me on IG. So he's in my good looking. Did I say? I'm going to say it again. Good looking guy. From the looks, good looking. And the way how he deals with the content, I love him. Because he give me that sleepy type of, but it's good. You know, it works him. Like he get on the mic, and so we're gonna be talking with Jason Lee and talking with Jason Lee about, you know, about the book. He got like almost like a sleepy, but it's good looking. Like, he's adorable, but a little sleepy, but good looking. So Jason went on his show. They didn't ask that man no tough questions. This man was throwing out at Brother Wiley. Then he went over there to Sherelle World with them bad wigs. Went over there with Sherelle World. Her husband Peen don't work. And went over there with them. They didn't even know about the man book. Sherelle's World got all them pieces of paper on her desk. Didn't even know the man wrote a book because she didn't read it. She was just excited and wet from that dry yoni of hers. She was just excited because Jason came on her show. And she wasn't prepared to interview Jason. She wasn't prepared at all. All right? So that's what happened with Jason Lee. And they watch my show. And Jason Lee, that brother said something. And thank you, Paul. We're gonna add that because that brother said something to give me feud every day. He said, it's gonna take you 20 years. Did he say 15, 25 years to get on? I said, brother, no, it ain't. Because I'm already up here in your head. In 2023. So it ain't gonna take me no 50 years to get on your level because I'm already in your level because I'm in your head. Then the brother, he decided to, excuse me, y'all, we got this airing, you know, in my nose. The brother came on the Wiley Show, was watching, and left laughing emojis because I'm funny. He watches our show. And then he gonna talk about our subscribers and the people that view us. They love Brother Wiley. My audience love us. If we ever in a serious need, we ain't there yet. But if we ever in a serious need, my people, they come. Oh, they come out the woodwork. What you need? Poo, 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 poo. If we ever in a serious need, my audience is there for me. I love them dearly. But this brother is upset because Jason upset because we asked the tough questions. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like his ex-boyfriend. Attractive. Let me tell you about that man's swagger. It was so good. He knew he was good looking. He knew he had me. I was turned on. I'm in my Uber talking to his ex. And I was instantly turned on. Good looking. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I was turned on. I was literally turned on. Turned on just by his voice. My man went in the gutter. I don't know what he was talking about. My man just went in the gutter. So you know, I ain't mad at Jason. You keep a little eye candy. I ain't mad at that. But good looking. And I mean, that voice, it had me turned on. And he was like, oh, you need to move to Atlanta. And a lot of people don't know that I was going to move to Georgia. I wanted to. I said, no. First of all, them apartments too expensive. And I'm like, no, baby, I'm too freaky to move to Atlanta. I'm trying to be single. I'm trying to be in a relationship with a woman. So good looking. You know what I'm saying? And it was just wrong what he did. Mm-hmm. So when he did that and said that about him, of course, the brother told me. Now, I was instantly turned on by him. Like, he's good looking. I just didn't like that Jason utilized his power. And like I told him, I said, brother, you got the power to get in these doors. You don't need Jason Lee. You don't need, you think you need him, but you don't need him. Because once we stop talking, he still ain't gonna give you that opportunity. It's been months. You still ain't got it. Okay. Now you can't even hardly post on social media like that because you're going through it. You can't even hardly post on social media because you're going through it. Give me a second here. Now we're gonna open up the phone lines, but I had to just say that. Going through it. And let's be clear with Jason. Don't get me wrong. I like Jason Lee on the show he got on Revolt. I really do. When Armand came out and he said something, something I give, I think it was being a hater. I immediately came out and defended Jason because I feel like Jason does really well with Revolt. He does really well, but I understand what Armand was saying. I'm not dumb. I understand what he's saying, brother. I get the same amount of views independently without the Revolt umbrella. I'm getting views too. And when you go on your podcast, you don't get no views. And I have to fact check Armand because you got to fact check. So I went over to Hollywood Unlocked. Give me a second, because this is what Armand said. And of course, Armand, we're gonna talk about you tomorrow because you back in my mind rent free. You did some, and so we got to talk about you on the website, and we're gonna be talking about you tomorrow, okay? Because you did it. You know what you did. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow, player. So thank you, brother. I'm back from my depression, and you just in my head rent free, and I just went on your timeline, saw that. So we're gonna talk about you tomorrow because I know you watching. So I went and I fact checked Armand Wiggins what he said. This is Jason Lee podcast. Now, Jason, I didn't say this. Armand Wiggins said this. Can I read it? Can I read it? Okay, I can read it. Thank you. Okay, so on his Jason Lee podcast for the 4th episode, 23,000. Jason Lee podcast episode 3, 19,000. Jason Lee podcast number 2, 26,000. Okay? The Jason Lee experience, 27,000. Now, I want to go to Armand because this is what he said. See, Jason, I didn't say this. I'm just fact checking what Brother Armand Wiggins said. Okay, now let's go on the Armand video tab. No, I'm gonna go because he mostly do live, but let's go on the video tab. 15,000, 10,000, 44,000, 32,000, 49,000, 69,000, 47,000, 32,000, 57,000. But we already know Armand Wiggins' bread and butter is them lives. 57,000, 51,000, 67,000, 62,000, 83,000. 98,000, 61,000, 66,000, 63,000, 74,000, 114,000, 93,000. Now, let's be clear. Jason on the Revolt, he knocks Armand Wiggins out the park. But I understand what Armand Wiggins is saying. They're not just to come in and see Jason. They're coming because Jason Lee is interviewing Carisha Please. They're coming because Jason interviewing the other girl with the big breasts. They're coming because Jason Lee interviewing these celebrities. When Jason Lee come by himself, he get the least amount of views. And I understand what Armand Wiggins was saying. Only a hater won't understand what he's saying. I'm not a hater. So Armand was saying is, I'm not known for interviewing people. I'm known for my content. I'm known for my delivery on a subject matter. I'm not known for people that I'm interviewing. So whether I interview these people or not, Sukiana, right. But if I interview Sukiana or not, I'm still good. I'm still lit. I'm still known. Armand Wiggins go viral the most for his opinions about Nicki, Cardi, Ice Spice, Megan, Lotto. He's more known with his voice about these people. He never, and probably I'm not going to say will never happen. I'm going to put a probably with quotation marks, probably will never interview these people. But the brother is known for his opinion. Okay? Now, Armand Wiggins, understand if I want to go to the next level, I need the cosign of a Cardi, a Nicki, a Ice Spice, a Erica Banks. Let's be honest. If Wiley were to get an Ice Spice interview, that will help the Wiley Show. A Nicki Minaj interview, it will help the Wiley Show. A Cardi B interview, it will help the Wiley Show. An Erica Banks interview, it will help the Wiley Show. The halfway deaf lady, what's her name? She halfway deaf. Foxy Brown will help the Wiley Show. Queen Latifah will help the Wiley Show. All these big names will help me. It will. I'm not going to be dumb to say it ain't going to help. It will help because you are bringing, I'm already bringing my personality with my type of questioning. It will be win-win situation for Wiley. I will be able to sleep better at night and hire more people because more doors will open up. And only in this business, it only takes one person to come with some clout. If you handle that one person, everybody else will follow your lead. Then my emails, Paul, we will wake up to, hey, Mr. Wiley, I represent Nicki Minaj, and we would like for her to come on your show. Do you have any availability next week? Those will be the type of emails because I have the clout now. People love going on people with clout. It's just the truth. Like Jason got that clout. He does. Do you understand the doors that will open up? I will interview these people. If Erica Banks alone will come on the show, and I ain't going to tell you the type of question I'll ask her, it's going to be an interview. Because my main frame is I only got one opportunity to crack this code. Only got one chance. You may not never get her back on your show. So ask up, you know what I'm saying? You only got one opportunity. You got to know how to deliver it. So if I were to interview Erica Banks, it's going to happen. Because the way that lady said, what up, Wiley Show? It's going to happen with Erica Banks. She said, she didn't say, oh, really? She said, Wiley Show. That means she watching. I want her in the interview. Because I watch all her interviews. Nobody ever came close to the type of questions I'm going to ask Erica Banks. Because they ain't got the Wiley Show mind frame. They don't have the history, even though I interviewed a lot of people. These are unknown people. But I thank those unknown people because it helped me to do great interviews. Like when we interviewed Donat. It was so iconic with interviewing Donat. Donat was like my first example of how good of an interviewer I am. Because, number one, I let Donat speak. I let him get off his chest about everything. I let him say what he had to say. And it worked. We didn't bash it tonight. We allowed Donat to tell his side. And to this day, people at Clubhouse have blocked me. I'm blocked because I brought Donat on the show. I don't have a problem with Donat. Because I know how to take my personal feelings out of the equation. Oh, Donat. And then one person said, did he lie to the 80s Foundation get a free? I said he's smart. What? Said he's smart. Didn't Donat? I was on Clubhouse. They was talking about Donat. Did Donat get arrested for impersonating a lawyer? I said yes. He's smart. And then he didn't go to prison for that. He got a little diversion program. He's smart. So I know how to take my personal feelings out of it. Let's bring them both up. Jason, we're going to have a conversation, brother. I'm not going to rest till me and you talk. All right? What you have done for the culture, you going in history as one of the great ones to pushing culture forward. But I want to have a conversation with you, Jason. So you hold right there. I'm going to talk about you some more. Hold right there. Hold right there. Bring the knot. King Pain up. And then he said, oh, you talking about Kingpin? I will talk about whomever is a good story. You know what I'm saying? Denot is an intelligent. I don't think people understand how intelligent Denot is. Opinionated with Side of Shade called me. She was very upset. I can't believe you like Denot. I said, honey, you can't tell me who to like. You can't control me. I said, if you want to control me, give me $50,000 right now, and we could talk about some type of control you can have on. Till the end, hush. Stay in your place. Because you're the type of chick that you don't have the courage to do a show by yourself. You need a team of people to do it. I don't. You tried to set me up on Clubhouse. I didn't go up there. And so whatever you say about Denot, then be woman enough and he be man enough and I can mediate and y'all can have a conversation. You, sister, said something out of your mouth. You said that, what's the dude name? The dude that's on Clubhouse, she said he did something to her. He pulled out his peen. What is his name? He said the man pulled out his peen. Remember he said that? She said, I don't deal with what's the man name? He pulled out his peen. Give me a second. And Whack 100. Thank you. She said Whack 100 pulled out his peen. That's a serious allegation. And then she said, I'm getting a police report and blah, blah, blah. But I go to Clubhouse, Whack on there, here she is, the quote-unquote victim. Hey, Whack 100, how you doing? Why are you talking to a man that you say you got a police report that he pulled out his peen? And then we talked to Whack. He said she was playing in her ladder pad and he was stroking that chicken. And I said, what? She just said she wanted me on there, paid me to get on the phone, and she started playing with herself. That's what she said. She started playing with herself. I said, wait a minute, that she not done playing with herself? Yes, she said, yeah, she started playing with herself. Absolutely, started playing with herself. I said, really? I said, she started playing with herself. He said, yeah, absolutely. And I said, obviously it's something there because if you have you ain't gonna get on the phone with somebody like that. And no, she ain't married. Get up out of here with that lie talking about she married. All that lying. You ain't married nothing. Went to that Clubhouse, came to that room, and I came strong. They couldn't handle Brother Wiley. You said in serious allegation because you got on the phone and started playing with yourself. Ain't gonna talk about you got a military husband. Yeah, he in the military, all right. He's a part of the weak organization. Private first class weakness. He ain't no officer. Please. He worked in the office. He bring the officer coffee and tea. And they fried chicken and baby back rib. He's shining the officer shoes. That's yours. Because he ain't in your wicked mind, he's an officer. In your mind. That's about it. You wish you had an officer as a man. You just a desperate woman that's on Clubhouse for some fame. And you're desperate because you have to utilize your money for friends. Okay? And she don't like it. So upset because you know Denard is Denard attractive? I said he's a very handsome fella. Intelligent. I'm more so attracted to his intelligence. When I read that this brother impersonated a lawyer, I was turned on. I love a person that can come in the system and flip it on the system. This person was so cold. This man was fouling motions. He was fouling motions. The man was fouling motions. They said, who is this black dude? Like, intelligent. The man was fouling motions. See, they thought they had him. And then he beat him. He didn't go to prison. He don't have it on his record. They dropped the charges. He's very intelligent. I'm attracted to that. Very intelligent. And it's a sweet guy. Can he be messy? We all messy. Can't know about that. I want to know more about your intelligence side. That's how I like him the most. He got into this sector and dominating the sector because he's smart. If you listen to Donat, he's telling you how to do it if you just pull back the layers. He studied the sector. And it worked. He's beefing with powerful people 3 months in. Him and Armand Wiggins were talking. And I'm messy. And I told my brother, I said, I don't think you need to put King Pain in the title because that really don't give you enough clout. I can't tell you what to do, but if I were in your shoes, I would say Armand Wiggins' friend. He's the star. You do that, that's how you get under the king skin. Now you're going to lose whatever friendship you have with Armand because he don't like that. But that's how you do it. The only time we put King in a title with the lawsuit, I think, no, we didn't put his name. When we interviewed him many years ago, we always say Armand Wiggins' friend. That's what he is. I stay on my target and I don't let up. I said, that's Armand Wiggins' friend. Do you hear me? That's Armand Wiggins' friend. And he want to send me stuff about him. We don't talk about it. We only talking about the lawsuit with Armand Wiggins' friend, the lawsuit. They grew up together. They played in the same tub, the dirty tub together. So did I lie? No. They grew up together. That's the friend. And now they got to get forced to be back friendships. So and we helping the brother because they got on the phone together. Because they don't want to beef. Because he got some tea on Armand and Armand got some tea on his friend. So they have no choice but to get back together. He got some damaged information about Armand, and Armand got damaged information about his friend. So they have no choice but we got to be cool. It ain't going to last long because Jason Lee is about to do an interview with Armand Wiggins' friend. Okay. So that relationship ain't going to last. Because Jason understand that this man with a crown is desperate for attention. So I'm going to manipulate him for that and manipulate his platform. So when Jason come on the show and when he listen to the language what Jason going to say and how he's going to drag Armand Wiggins. And you ain't gonna get him off the air, because if you want this Hollywood red carpets and be welcome in my space, you will take it. If you want to be welcome. So we're gonna open up the phone line. If you want to be welcome, it's just gonna happen. How do I know this? Just sit back and relax and see for yourself and buckle up your seatbelt. All right. This brother, he's plotting to get Armand Wiggins back. And he's finding damage information about Armand Wiggins. He's already inquiring about him. And he want to get him back. He's already is plotting. And see, Jason, the type of people he would pay to get damaging information. And when it all fall out, we're going to be here to cover it. Because this is what we do. We cover stories. And when it happened, you're going to see Armand on the defensive side, because he's going to they're going to get into beef. It's going to get real ugly. So we just going to sit back and watch it all turn loose. Now we're going to open up the phone lines. Give me a second. Hold on, because somebody called my number. Give me a second. I want to make sure it's working. Because it worked last time. Hold on, all right. I don't see any moderators in here. So give me a second, you guys. 972. And I'll drop the link in here. And we didn't get to talk about all the subjects because we're going to leave some of these people for tomorrow. I just had to come on today. I'm surprised we got 478 people in the house today. I'm super surprised, but thank y'all so very much for showing love today. There you go, D-Flogs. Love you. I'm surprised that we got this. I was shocked, but y'all love to watch the Wiley Show. So if y'all want to call in, the number is 972-674-9462 if you got something to say. Okay? We do want to interview Jason Lee. We do. And even when I started WileyTheTroll.com, people get mad at me. Why you wrote this? I get blamed for everything. Even though whatever they post on there, I get dragged. And I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay. Drag me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So even though I don't write any of the material anymore, I got writers to do it, but I still get dragged. Oh, you post this on your website. Why you say that? I say it because I can say it. Okay? That's what I do. I say it because I can say it. All right? Give me a second. I was waiting on Key Wade. We got that. So these people, we'll talk about that in the next episode. But we good. I'm breaking down boxes at Walmart. I'm going to call it. Oh, you breaking down? Well, ain't nothing wrong with breaking down boxes at Walmart, child. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna tell y'all. It's nothing wrong with breaking down boxes. Whatever you do, if you love what you do, if you work hard, do what you have to do. Never be full of shame. Okay. We have somebody that called. Let me call them back. Because somebody called me at. If they up. Okay. If they up.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh, okay, they're not. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, call back again. I'm sorry. The number is working. Call back again. I'll get it from you. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. Break down them boxes. I would love to interview Jason. Like, that would be really good for my resume. I hear y'all, Wiley. That won't. I said that would be a good look for me. And it would be a good look for the culture. And it will make Jason look good because he's helping the disabled community. You know, he always say he want to help black media. You know, he be preaching all that. What's the best way to help a blogger with the snotty nose? And the funny thing about it is, Jason watches our show, right? He watches our show. He can call at any time. It is 9:21 p.m. in LA. It's still early. You know what I'm saying? I would love to interview Jason Lee because if I get the Jason Lee interview, we will get the Armand Wiggins interview. If Jason come on our show, then Armand Wiggins will come on our show. Monkey see, monkey do. Doesn't happen. 2-for-1 special. Jason come on the show, Armand Wiggins come on the show. Just that simple. It's just that simple. He's watching. Oh, let me make sure. Is he on the show yet? I know his DMs, Armand don't like it. But his DMs, anytime that I talk about Armand Wiggins, his DMs is flooded. Wiley saying this about you. Wiley said, Wiley, Eva. Oh, Wiley said this about Wiley. He don't like it. And a lot of y'all get unfollowed because he don't like y'all posting about me in the timeline. Wiley said this about you. It goes vice versa. He say something about me, my DMs are full. Wiley. Armand said this about you. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing with Auntie Hemi, like poof, Wiley, or Auntie Hemi, they do it. You ain't, they flood in the DM. Most of the time, hell, I don't even have to watch it. I could just go. Y'all are smart enough now. Y'all give me the timestamp. I just go directly to the timestamp. Okay. Yeah. So if me and Jason do the show, it'll be iconic. I have Jason Lee on the show, and I'm gonna deliver, and you're gonna see Armand Wiggins. He's gonna come on the show. He's gonna hit the link. He's gonna call me because he got me blocked right now. But soon, if Jason hit the link, and let me just drop the link. I don't know if it will happen, but if I drop the link, give me a second. And if Jason hit the link, I can guarantee you this phone, Armand will text me, drop me a link. Now, this brother got me blocked, but that particular day, he will unblock me to come on the show. I'll drop it. And if Jason hit the link, Armand will want to come on. He would be like, drop me a link. Either A, I can bring him on the show, or be in nowhere. And I don't know what I would do in that situation. I don't know. Just like when he was in Paris. Would definitely be. He'll be watching. He will be watching. And if he don't hit the link, the next day he gonna be doing commentary about it. Because I know if Jason come on my show, he have clout. 9 or 10 YouTube channels are going to be talking about our interview. That's how good I am. about 9 to about 10 YouTube channels will talk about our exchange. About 9 to 10 channels. That will be in the algorithm for a day or two. You understand? Everybody will be talking about it. And so if Jason, he will come on the show because we're going to keep putting it out there in the atmosphere. We will continue to reach out to his staff and send emails, and we're going to send another email tomorrow. And, and Paul, you already know this. I'm reading the man book again just to sharpen up my mind for his interview with it. You know what I'm saying? Even though he will go on another show just to spite us, but who cares? Because we would love to interview us. All right. They say our mom will be quitting YouTube and coming on like a cranberry and yelling like it's okay because I know these people watch. If you interview Jason, please ask him to tell his side of the story behind Armand burning his book, please, because Armand pushing his narrative every time he talk about Jason. And yeah, we will ask that question to so many other. I think that with the Jason Lee interview, it's gonna be good for my career. Because I'm a good guy, you know what I'm saying? And Jason understands this. And I've been following Jason for years. And back in the day, Jason used to do videos on YouTubers. Like his team used to edit the videos and they used to watch. Now, mind you have to watch hours of content of Wiley. And so they will put things together. And this was like 2-3 years ago that he did that. And my phone was just blowing up. People that I thought forgotten about me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, Jason said this about you. Jason said this about you. And people in Chicago was making fun of me. I'm like, bro, I haven't talked to you in 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And you worried about what Jason did? And so I know what it would do. And Jason understands it. He knows if I come on Wiley Show, it will be clout for Wiley. You understand what I'm saying? And so we will see. We will continue to put it out there in the atmosphere. We will continue to interview Jason Lee, and we will continue to put that out in the atmosphere, because we never had Jason Lee on the show. We never had him on the show, but one day we will have him on the show. Okay, one day we will. Give me a second. I'm gonna make sure. I'm trying to find somebody's number because I haven't talked to this person in a long time. Yes. Give me a second. I'm trying to find them because somebody I haven't talked to in a long time. I'm trying to find it. Let me see if I can scroll down. I'm gonna try to find it. Give me 1 second, you guys. All right. Let me scroll down. Because this guy just disappeared. Oh, Zaydon is working on this album. Yes, Zaydon is working on this album. Yes, did I say that? He's going to come on when his album drop. He's working on an iconic album right now. Yeah, Zaydon is working on his album. Yes. Did I say that? He's working on his, he's in the studio working on his album. Did I say that? Yes, he's in the studio. He's working on his album right now. I think he's in the studio now. He's working on his album. Absolutely. He's working on his album right now. I was trying to find somebody's number to call on the air, but I can't find a number. I was going to call somebody. I can't find a number. I'm going to mind my business on that. I don't know who's going to be on there. I need to work on the singing before an album, even if he enter into the realm of, I don't, listen, he can really sing. Like everybody that I talked to said Zaydon can sing. Everybody that I talked to a lot of great people, and they said the brother can sing. Everybody that I talked to said he vocally, he got it. Okay. So that's what I heard. A lot of people said he can sing. Everybody all over said he could sing. That's what I heard. Hey.
Hello?
How you doing?
Hey, Wiley.
I didn't hear you calling in. We were talking about Jason Lee today. We didn't hear you. Everybody was saying they can't wait for your album, Zaydon.
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we live right now. And you didn't hit the link or nothing.
You know why? Because I was waiting for you to get done, but I started driving home, so I'm just leaving work right now.
Okay.
And so I was driving home. But let's talk about Jason Lee.
Hold on, let me drop you the link so you can be clearly so they can hear you, okay?
Oh, Wiley.
Yes.
I don't know if I can click on the. I don't know if I can click.
Or you can call in. Or you can call in. Let me give you the number so you can call in so they can hear you clearly.
Okay, because I'm driving.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the number. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye bye. Okay. Oh my God! They were requesting him to come on. Let me give him the number. Okay. So okay, is this Jason Lee, former co-host?
Yes, it is.
Yes, Zaydon in the building.
I missed the Wiley Show. How you been, Wiley?
I'm doing good. If you don't know who Zaydon is, he's an American recording artist from Houston, and he used to be on Gag Nation every Thursday at 7 p.m. Y'all know who he is.
Yes, I was on the show.
Yes, you were on the show and stuff like that. You met him before, I thought y'all met at one point.
We have. We met at McDonald's Hollywood Food Party in LA back in 2017, I think. So I met Jason Lee when he was Big Jason Lee.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't been on the show much recently because I told you I've been working on my album and I'm getting my final studio sessions together. But let's talk about Jason Lee real fast. Jason Lee posted a picture looking like Grandpa Warbucks over here, talking about this whole Chris Brown and this whole Usher fight. I don't know if it's real or not, because I did see footage of him after the concert of Lovers and Friends getting into with someone else. And so I don't know. But I was calling you because I wanted to get a little messy with Jason Lee. You remember how I called a few months back and Jason Lee had his courses. I told you that he was selling his courses for like $2,000 or something like that with discounted price or whatever. So you know me, I didn't pay for the courses for the $2,000 courses because I'm not supposed to get that kind of money.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did was I subscribed under like a fake name, and I used like a fake name, and then eventually back in January, Jason Lee discounted the package off 98%, I guess, and so it was only like $47. So I went and go ahead and paid the $47. I know that you started WileyTheTroll.com. Congratulations on that. I have been to the site. I have seen some articles, and I actually love the idea. But I wanted to give you a little gift. I wanted to give you the courses from Jason Lee himself. I want you to review them, Wiley, and see if they're any good.
Oh, of course. I would love that. I would love that. You have it right now? You can email it to me?
I will email you the link, and I want to email you the login information.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You please do. And I would definitely do research on that and really look at the course because, like I said, Jason is the king of this media stuff.
Oh, yeah, well, supposedly.
You say not?
Yeah, I guess you can. I guess you can say that. And Riley, you were right. Jason Lee did not do good off Vigo because he tried to take down Mother Tay, and he tried to go to a platform thinking that he's going to be the king of this, and he got a whole billboard said that Vigo was sponsoring him and everything, and eventually the whole Vigo thing eventually flopped and it went away. And just like gagging with Jason Lee went away after I stopped appearing on his show, after I stopped being his punchline, after I stopped, creating all the ideas and segments on his show, the show eventually just went away. And so,
because I think because a lot of people were saying, Zaydon, that Jason was encouraging you to do an album. Is that true? Because some people from over Jason Lee camp were saying that he was encouraging you to do an album. Is there any truth to that?
There is no truth to Jason Lee encouraging me to do an album. I've been wanting to do an album since I was like 7 years old. So the fact that I moved to LA and came to Hollywood and stuff, that's been my vision ever since I was little. So no, he did not give me that vision of being a singer or being a songwriter or recording an album. Now what he can give me is some promotion on Hollywood Unlocked, if that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, because I had texts. I emailed Armand, and for one of my artist friends, he charges people to play their music, like to promote, and he's really good with that. So when will your project be finished? Or can you give us a sneak preview of the project, of your vocals on that?
I mean, I've already sung on your show before already, but no, I can't give any sneak peek of the project because, like I said, my trademark is still being finalized.
Okay.
I have the same trademark attorney as T.S. Madison and Funky Dineva. Her name is Kendra Stevens. But next month in July, my 1 year comes up for my trademark. So currently it's waiting to be examined by an examining attorney for the trademark. And then once that's done, then I'll probably drop a single or two. But my last studio session isn't going to be until August 1st.
Okay.
And so August
1st, you could come on the Wiley Show. You could perform. What is one of the songs? Can you give us the song list of the name of the song?
I do. So the album is called Confessions of Love and Heartbreak. I think it's 8 songs. It's 4 love songs, 4 heartbreak songs. The first song is called Falling in Love. So if you listen to the album, right, it's kind of like you're falling in love with someone. You're in love with someone, and then eventually you fall out with someone. So if you listen to the track list, you're going to first hear Falling in Love, and then you're going to hear, Out of Time. You're going to hear Frozen. You're going to hear I Move Rich. It's a really great song. And mostly all the songs that I do have, all the songs I have, I've written with people, and I have a lot of Hollywood friends who jumped on the track with me. So eventually, you guys will hear the project, and you will actually love the project because, I'm a very talented songwriter, and when I write lyrics, I come from a real place. And
so can you sing
that,
any of that, or you can't sing something so they can hear it for those that are interested in buying your product?
Wiley,
Yes, sir.
I'm literally driving on the freeway trying to get home. I don't know if it's a good time right now.
It's always a good time to sing, because if you're a singer, baby, I know you sing in the bedroom. I know you sing in the shower. I know you be singing in the car. Okay, it's always a good time to sing. All right, but don't play that.
Well, Wiley, this is the thing. I will play a track on your show, but the thing is, I know how YouTube is.
Yes, yeah, you know YouTube. You can do it a cappella. You know what I'm saying? A singer can, sing anywhere. When I was interviewing my friend, he's a singer. He used to sing anywhere. I said, always when you presented an idea to sing, because you never know, your voice can actually touch somebody. I'm looking at people in the comments, Kate and your next ex. They're saying like, we know he can sing. Tell him to sing because he sounds like he got a beautiful voice. And we see somebody in there, Mama and Miss Berry, saying, tell that brother to sing. You got Nate saying, oh my gosh, he sounds like he really can sing. Yeah, that's what they're saying in the comments right now. You got Crystal showing you love, posting heart emojis. and
hey, Crystal, hey.
Yes, you got Ebony in there showing stuff as well.
Wiley, every time I come on your show, I did not want to be singing on your show. I just wanted to give my commentary.
But you a singer. Yeah, sing something. So, because we got about almost 500 people in here, and these are 500 music buyers in the chat that will buy your stuff, and show love. You got Crystal telling them to sing something. We got Denise telling them to sing something. We want to hear his voice. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't even warmed up, Wiley.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it.
I wasn't prepared to sing today.
Oh, come on. Just give us 5-10 seconds of something.
Let me think of something. God. Like, I'm trying to think of something. Okay, how about this? Well, I'll do this one because this is an easy one and I can probably do it pretty well. Let's do this one. You ready, Wiley?
I'm ready, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. How did I ever let you slip away? Never knowing I'd be singing this song someday. Sinking to rise no more. Everything here, close the door. And if I could turn back the hands time, then my darling, you still be mine. If I could turn back the hands of time, then my darling, you still be mine. It's funny how time goes by, in blessings and myths, in the wink of an eye. Oh, wow, 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 wow. She won't have to go on suffering from every day, every. Please come back to me. Yeah. All right, that's the wild.
Yes! That is one of my favorite. Oh, wow. Just hearing your voice.
Got me thinking on your show.
I hear that passion, the texture of your voice. Like, oh my gosh, I'm in tears right now. Like, all the people is just showing love in the chat, saying they love your voice. Oh wow, all over. You got Sonny, you got all these type of people in here showing that you definitely did a great job.
What about your next ex? They dragging me in the comments, Wiley.
Your next ex, he in the car, he's showing love. He's showing love.
Because I got some haters. I got some haters online.
The texture, the texture of it, it just that touched me because I really need to hear that. And so, I really need to hear that. I
won't keep you too long, Wiley, and I want to congratulate you on WileyTheTroll.com, and I want to be messy, and I want to give you Jason Link's courses that I received, and I'm gonna send you the login information and stuff, and so don't say the name, but when you see the courses, you'll know what I'm talking about. I want you to do the courses and apply that to Wiley the Troll. Let me see if these courses are legit or is this a flop from Jason Link.
Yeah, I'm just so emotional just hearing your voice because it just great. It was really good, because you sang from the heart.
Thank you, Wiley. And I need one more.
That's number one. The depth of the texture of your voice, you sang from the heart.
I appreciate you, Wiley.
Thank you. Well, I just got emotional. Like the vocals just got me all emotional.
Well, I'm not supposed to play with you.
No, I know. Honestly, it really got me going. Like for real, it got me going because I really need to hear a good song, and it helps me. That the depth, the texture of it was so just.
Yeah. And I want to tell you, Wiley, like everybody has depression, and I know that it's not easy doing your job and it's not easy doing what you do, but we love you and we love the fact that you come on and you still give a great show and you still talk about, the topics that we want to hear and stuff. And you know what? It's not easy dealing with, depression because at the end of the day, we all have depression. I was depressed for 3 weeks now because my cousin just passed away. And so, I've been trying to focus on getting the studio session together. And so I want you to get out of your depression. I want you to be happy. I want you to come on and be that same Wiley that we love to come to your show to see. And at the end of the day, you can do anything, Wiley. If you want to be a comedian, you want to be on stage, you can do that. You have the charisma, you have the chops to do that, and you give an entertaining show. I have to say, a lot of people I don't watch for long periods of time because I'm so busy, especially now that I'm trying to finalize my album and stuff. But you give a great entertaining show. Sometimes you do a little bit shaky, but I always know that when I come to see the Wiley Show, that I want to be entertained, I want to laugh, I want to have fun, and we're gonna kiki. I mean, I always call in all the time like I used to because I've been so focused and so busy, and I'm, not only do I have a recording job, but I manage a bank. And so when you are dealing with, hundreds of thousands of dollars every single day, and you're trying to run a corporation and then, being a recording artist. And so it's not easy doing what you do. And we recommend, and we love that you still come on every single day, whether you, have your depression. There's going to be good days, Wiley, and there's going to be bad days. But at the end of the day, we still love you for being you. And we want you to continue to be Wiley. We're going to support you. I'm going to support you. I'm on WileyTheTroll.com at least, once every week and reviewing the stories and stuff. And so, but yeah, I wanted to call you to, let you know that I'm going to send those courses information so that you can review those courses information and you can.
Yeah, I would love that.
Is it worth this $2,000 that price tag Jason Lee put on?
Yes, I love that. I want to say thank you.
I got it for the discount for the low. But thank you, Wiley,
send
so
it to me. Make
me
sure you email it because I'm really looking forward to it, brother. Thank you for encouraging me. And that album, I'm looking forward to Falling in Love, Out of Touch, Frozen. I'm looking forward to them tracks. I can't wait to see those love songs or those breakup songs that's going to drop in August. You said you're going to drop it?
August, I'm probably gonna drop the first single, which is gonna be "Fall in Love." But I'm probably gonna drop the project until like a month after that. But yeah, the first song is gonna be "Fall in Love."
I can't wait to see it. Make sure y'all go check out Zaydon. Make sure y'all follow him. This is an American singer from Houston, and he live in LA now. I don't know. Do you still live in LA or are you in Houston?
I live in LA.
Oh, he live in LA.
I live in Hollywood. I'm Hollywood Boulevard.
And Zaydon is in the house, and so he haven't been on the show in years. So we thank Zaydon for coming on the show, and thank you, Zaydon.
Bye, Wiley. Bye, Wiley. Thank you so much for having me.
And I'm looking forward to taking that course because I want to, learn some things from the master, the creator, the innovator, Jason Lee. I want to hear from. Okay.
Yeah, we want to hear from Bacon Lee.
Oh, okay. Yes, and when I'm in LA, we could definitely hang out. You know what I'm saying? You could take me some good spots in LA and everything, and we would love that. I would love to do a song with you. And everything.
Well, I don't know if you're going to be in LA in August, but when I have my studio session, I'll definitely give you an invite.
Okay, yeah, I would definitely come through. I would definitely come through because, I'll be in LA and stuff like that, and I'll definitely come through.
And we can stalk Armand Wiggins at his penthouse in downtown.
I don't know about that.
And we can put it on wideandtroll.com. All right, Wiley, that's it.
Love
you. So much. Enjoy the rest of your show.
Thank you.
Bye, Wiley.
Bye. Get so emotional when a good singer come in and show love. And I'm just looking at y'all comments all over. We are trending on Twitter right now. A lot of people on Twitter are saying they love his voice. They said Wiley is putting people on. What person said thank you, Wiley, for being there, being that outlet so we can listen to the texture of that man's voice. It's so emotional. Let me catch myself. Give me 1 second. Let me go backstage and wipe these tears. Give me 1 second. Whew, I was not expecting that. Thank you. Whew. Thank you. All right. Anybody else want to call in? The number is 972-674-9462. Thank you. Thank you. I wasn't expecting this. But this is so great. All over showing love. This was so awesome and so great. Okay. Hello, you're live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley. Hi.
Welcome.
Wiley, I would like to say, you know what? I understand that Zaydon was driving at the time and he didn't have a chance to warm up. But I must say, I could feel his heart in his music. And I really think, Wiley, why don't you let him do like a little live concert on your show for us?
I would love that. I think it would be great. Because when I heard the texture and the vocal of it, it reminded me of just a great singer, and he had the courage and to do it. And I thank him. And I'm looking at the comments, they all showing love. And I haven't heard your voice in a long time.
It's been a while, Wiley, but I tell you,
where you been?
Yes, well, I tell you, just I'm still listening to you, even though I haven't called in. I still listen to you.
Wow, you is different faces or split faces.
No, No. But she is one I do like her. I've not
Oh,
heard her on your
oh,
show.
so who are you? You sound familiar. You up there with the different
Yes, I've called in
a
when
lot of times with the Tory Lane
right.
stuff.
Yes, I did. Yes,
Yes.
during the trial, definitely. And but yeah, I hadn't heard. I was going to ask you about Changing Faces, because I didn't hear from her. She normally is on your show a lot.
Yes, I don't know. I had her number.
What's that one name? Sister something. Sister. I like her so
Oh,
much.
Sister Conservative.
Oh yeah, she's one of my favorites.
Yes, I haven't. I don't know where these people went. I don't know.
What? You please some kind of message them or something? Cause
Yeah, I think I have the number. I have to check my archives and see if it's on there.
Yeah, that'd be great. But I wanted to talk about some of the stuff you had mentioned earlier, about the Nicki Minaj. Now, Wiley, I want to just say this, and I totally agree. Even I don't know if you mentioned it tonight or not,
Yes,
but you
ma'am.
were right about the whole. I think this Nicki Minaj and Little Kim would be a great versus. But I also want to say too, I know you talk about Nicki's age and that Nicki should be kinder to the younger girls. And I always think people should be kinder to people that are coming after them, but I think they should also give her a little bit more respect. Because she did. She has done quite a bit. But I think, I don't think ageism, I know you think that they get older. That's true. As you get older, your music should mature with you. I do get that. But I think Nicki is still, she still has quite a bit of use to herself. And I don't really consider her to be older per se, just maybe not as young as Lotto, but I still don't think, we don't say that again about people like Snoop Dogg and other men that are in this business. So I don't think we should be as hard on the women. What do you think?
I don't think. I think no, we shouldn't. But I've never seen a 65-year-old. How old is Snoop? Snoop is almost in his 60s, late 50s. He about to hit his 60s soon. A couple more years, he'll be 60. So we have not seen a female rapper that is still rapping and still doing music at that particular age. Because most of them, like Queen Latifah, they got out of the game when they were in their prime. They got into acting. They made most of their money in acting. All pretty much, I use Queen Latifah as one of the ones acting. You know what I'm saying? Lauryn Hill, she got out in her prime. She only got pretty much one album, independent, solo album by herself. But everybody else, unless come close, maybe Lil Kim. She's the only one we could use that example that's still currently doing music and still currently about to drop an album and a new book. She's the oldest to do it that's currently still in the music industry. But the rest of them, they pretty much either doing acting or they hosting shows for female. So if anybody can pick up, it will be Kim. But I don't necessarily want to see a woman with wrinkles talk about their yoni. That's not a good fantasy.
I think that the subject matter
Yeah.
can definitely be a lot better on everybody's level, whether younger or older. I just think, this whole women's empowerment in terms of it having to be something sexual, I think that all needs to go. I think women empowerment is our strength. It is not so much, the sexual aspect. I think that is condescending to us, to be honest. I think there's so much more about us as women that should be, discussed and that is really about empowerment. And I think we have strong minds. We have great leadership skills. There's so much more about us that should be the topic of conversation. And I think it's causing people to look, especially women of color, in a one-dimensional way. And we're so much more than that. So I do get what you're saying. I think that, but we also have to say that nobody's had the kind of success that Nicki's had either, or be able to. I think I do think Lil Kim has great vocals, but it's just that Nicki does have something that has changed the game in terms of the people you mentioned prior to her longevity. And the fact that a lot of young people still want her on their album. So she, yeah, but I do get what you're saying. Maybe what she talks about, I think that would change with time too, with her being a wife and a mother.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely. So, you know, we will see it like Eve, she got into acting. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward because like this is a great opportunity for Kim because Kim about to drop her book. Looking forward, that's
yeah,
gonna be a money maker. Because what I've heard, I didn't read the excerpt, but I heard that she about to drop some tea, and that's gonna help rebrand her. Because when you write a book, that helps you. That really would help you. And a lot of people gonna buy the book to be nosy. You know what I'm saying? And let's hopefully that she do a tour because one of my supporters went to go see Kim in Las Vegas because Kim was at Platinum 13, one of the largest dispensaries. She was late, but one of my subscribers was able to get a picture and they both look good. Kim looked good and my subscriber. And let me make sure if I can post this. Let me see if I got her permission to post it. Let me see. Let me DM her really
I'll tell
quickly.
you one thing, Wiley. If
Yeah.
Lil Kim goes and does a versus with Nicki Minaj, first of all, I hope you do a whole huge conversation piece on it where we can call in and discuss it. If that
Yes.
happens. And I hope during the time that she does the verses, she drops an album and she turns around and she drops that book. And she needs to do something on reality TV. Like she needs to just like take advantage of, coming out and letting the audience see her.
I think so.
And
I think so too. I think
go
so
ahead.
too. I think she needs to be back on Revoked or BET because I think her doing a docu-series or a reality, people are interested in Kim's life. Because like I said, this is different than when she first turned herself in. She didn't have a child. She was younger. Now she's a mother. You know what I'm saying? And so this will be great for her. Like, I'm really looking forward to it because, like, I'm glad that the book is finished. And one of her producers saying she got a new album gonna come out, and people are still interested in Kim. Like, anytime she performs, it goes viral. She just performed at the festival for Usher. Her performance got more attention than Chris Brown performance. You know what I'm saying? And this lady was in the game for almost 20, 25, 30 years. And she did a little dance to Lil Uzi song and it went viral. So that'll just tell you that people are still in. And then when they posted it on the Shade Room, that post almost got 300,000 likes. So people are still interested in Kim. If she play her cards right, it could definitely happen.
Yeah, and I think also too, hey, being that Nicki Minaj has gotten some negative publicity about her relationship with women in the business, her embracing Kim would definitely be a light.
It will
would
be. It will be a great light. That's my whole argument. It would be an awesome light for her. You right. You right. I agree. I agree because like it will change the narrative. It will help Kim and Nicki. It will help them both. You know what I'm saying? And it will be a moneymaker for Nicki and Kim, both women. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know, because look what happened with SWV and Escape. They did a versus and they introduced, and I'm even hearing it's going to be a season 2 for the show. You know, for that. And that all happened by accident. They just worked together and it was like, y'all need to go on tour and y'all need to do a reality show. Those doors are going to open up for Kim and Nicki because they're going to be interested in both of those women.
Oh yeah, because I can tell you, while if they do a song together, and
it will be iconic.
And I think that would blow up really good.
It will.
If they do a song together, they throw in Spice, which because Nicki did a song with Spice and it did good, but they throw Spice in there or some other new artist that's really hitting. I think it would do even greater. Kind of like when they did Ladies Night.
Absolutely, it was iconic. It really was. Yeah,
iconic. It was. I mean, it was iconic. Like even when Queen Latifah did UNITY back in the day, if we had something going forward where these women sort of embrace one another, and just to show some level of unity other than this over sexualization of everything, I think that would be really good and powerful. I think that'd be great. I think it'd be great. And you know what? I do appreciate, Wiley, how you really have given Lil Kim her props.
Absolutely, because she's the innovator. You know what I'm saying? and you can't stop the innovator. You know what I'm saying? You just can't.
Mm-hmm.
So regardless of you try to do it, you cannot erase what Kim done for the culture, because, you know, she was the first one to get invited to the Met Gala, the first female rapper to do so, the first female to be on multiple fashion shows in the front row. What she introduced to the fashion, to hip hop, is iconic. Her lyrics is iconic. She the first made it marketable for you to be sexy, to go toe to toe with dudes. She did that. She was the first to do it. Her look was iconic. Do she get enough credit for what she done? No. It reminded me of Little Richard. Like, Little Richard was an innovator. You know, he created a sound, he created a look, and he never gotten the recognition like he's supposed to. Never. You know, when he was giving out an award, he said, "Best New Artist, me. I'm the creator. I'm the innovator." Like, he never got the respect. So when they finally gave him recognition back in the 90s with the American Music Award, I could be wrong. I think it was the American Music Award. They gave him an award for being an icon or whatever. He cried because he was alive to get the recognition of his peers, because they stole in that man's sound. They did not give him the recognition. He wasn't able to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because he was in a car accident. Because when they first introduced the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it was Ray Charles and it was Little Richard. It was so many iconic artists at the time. He couldn't make it because he was in a car accident. So he never really gotten the recognition. So that's what reminded me of Kim. Kim came in. She was an innovator. She made female rappers wasn't rapping like Kim. Like, she made it sexy to talk about sex for a female to do it. And it was very controversial. If you go back to the time when she dropped hardcore, she was criticized. They talking about, why would you talk about your body? They came at Kim hard, but that helped push her to sell as many albums as she sold, because it was so much controversy, because then we never seen that before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was other artists back in the early 20th century that talked about sex. They call it was the blues, but it was the ratchet lyrics. If you go back to, I forgot the lady, she's an old blues singer. She would talk about her body, about how she loved us. You know, this was back in grandma day. Not even my grandma wasn't even of age when this one was out. She was a little girl. But the music, the lyrics were so ratchet back then. And it was really ratchet. More ratchet than Kaya lyrics. So now we come back today. Now we understand that Little Richard, and we look at Kim and we're all like, we must give these people, and now they're giving his flowers now, but now he gone. You know what I'm saying? He not here to hear it.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't want that. I don't want that for Lil Kim. Like, give her flowers now and give her just due now while she can hear it and receive it.
I agree with you on that. I agree with it, because you know what? That is so true. And I think that's why it is important that, like you said, that this time around, if they decide to do the whole versus ordeal, she needs.
It will be iconic. Not only will it be iconic, it will introduce both fan bases to a whole. It will be a beautiful journey. It will be a beautiful, and it will show an example for female rappers. Stop with the beef. You get more good together, working together, and everything like that. So, yeah, thank you for calling in and giving your side. Thank you so much, sister.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And one last thing, Wiley, thank you for your commentary about Chris Brown and Usher. You were one of the first people that I heard, I felt had said it right, and that was, this must be a publicity stunt, because the way these men embraced one another and the things we saw, I agree with you. If there was any footage, really serious footage, with all the cell phones, we would have saw it by now.
Yeah, we would have saw it by now. It was a publicity stunt. Like, come on now, you ain't seen nobody. Yeah,
having your own opinion.
Yes,
and I appreciate that. Well, have a good one. Wiley.
Love you. Thank you. Bye bye. Okay. All right. Hey y'all. Welcome. Thank y'all so very much. Now we'll be back live later on today. We got a lot of topics to get into. This video could have been 4 hours long. But some topics we're going to withhold for to Monday. We will be talking about King George. I didn't talk about it in this particular video, but it's going to be good. I had multiple dreams about King George and Prince Harry, so we're going to talk about that later on today. We also going to be talking about other topics today as well. So where's my pen at? Because my mentor said right now I want to forget. Give me a second, y'all. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Thank y'all so very much. Anybody else think this was a good show? It was a good show. I told y'all we back. We did 2 hours. All right. Thank y'all for calling in. Zaydon, thank y'all for them beautiful vocals. I've had some good days. Them vocals, yes. I don't know. No, he will not get a retrial. No, Tory Lanez, that ain't gonna happen. No, his case won't be overturned. I've had some hills to climb. Okay, I don't think so. But we talk about that on tomorrow. So, today rather, because it's the 8th. We will see how that's going to do it. If y'all miss it, catch the replay. Thank you to our sponsor. Thank you so very much for tuning in today, for opening it up to the general public. We're going to do a members only live this week. I will see y'all this week. All right. For members only live, either Wednesday or Thursday. So y'all be on the lookout. Let me post it right quick. I posted the members only thing. Because right now, I believe we're almost at 100 members. So we're gonna do another members only this week, and we're gonna watch the Little Richard documentary. Because I want to watch it with you guys. That's gonna be this week. I want to watch with you guys. I think we're at how many members we have. Give me a second. Memberships. We are at 91 members. All right. We got about 9 more members to hit that goal. Super excited. If you want to sponsor it, the price went up to $350. If you want to sponsor for the general public, then $350. Wiley left us hanging because he was in that Chocolate Man with dreads. No, I wasn't in that Chocolate Man with dreads. Absolutely not. I saw that you did. Where you been? So we're gonna be watching that documentary this week. All right. It's gonna be fun. So become a member, right? We're gonna have a great conversation. It's $4.99. You know what I'm saying? Most of the live chats are for members only unless we get a sponsor. So we got a sponsor for tonight. I don't know if we're going to have a sponsor tomorrow or later on today. If not, that's fine. It'll be members only. My members like it when it's members only because I get to pay attention to what they say in the chat. I'm super excited for that. Like I said, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got about 5 subjects that we're going to dive into. All right. I could dive into it tonight, right now, but we definitely going to do it. I was giving y'all enough time. Thank y'all so very much. This was great. Show your support. Please hit the cash out, Marquise Wiley 28, Zale, WileyShow@gmail.com. We will see y'all soon. Okay. Thank y'all so very much. We will see y'all in the next episode. Thank y'all so very much. God bless each and every one of y'all. This was doing good. Okay. Well, watch out for the sponsor. Thank you. Thank you for that. So we get a sponsor for this week. We will make it to the general public. Not, it will be for members only. And it's going to be a good one because, like I said, we got some heavy hitter topics that we're going to dive into. All right. Thank y'all so very much. I will see y'all in the next episode. Peace and blessings to you all. Bye, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe.